chapter 1, Force and Pressure. Today we shall have discussion on exploring forces. First of all, let us try to know the meaning of explore. What does the term explore mean? The term explore means that to investigate, study or analyze, to be familiar with by testing or by experimenting, to travel for discovery. These are the important features for to study any scientific concepts. In physics, mainly, we have many basic aspects. In general, we say one among them is quantity. What does the meaning of quantity? Quantity is that which is measurable. Quantities are of two types, vector and scalar. But for today's our topic, we shall have only the meaning of vector. What do you mean by vector? Give some examples. A physical quantity having direction as well as magnitude is called vector. Force, for example, then velocity, displacement, acceleration, etc. Give the meaning of magnitude of force. The measurement of strength and amount of force is called magnitude of force. Now just observe this activity, children. Here, two friends are pushing a load in the same direction. What happens when two forces are applied on an object in the same direction? When two or more forces are applied on an object in the same direction, the net force is the addition of magnitude of both the forces. Then let us try to define net force. The resultant or a single force that replaces the effect of the original forces. The resultant, or even we could say single force that replaces the effect of the original forces on an object motion is called net force. Just you see this here. There are two persons. They are pushing in the same direction with these two forces. Now this is the resultant force. Just you see here, this single force replaces these two forces. Hence this we say the resultant of these two. Now let us try to understand this concept through a numerical problem. When two persons push a load just like this in the same direction with the magnitude of forces of 200 Newton and 100 Newton, then what will be the resultant or net force? See here, children, the first one applies 200 Newton, another one applies 100 Newton. Then what will be the resultant of these two is simple, it is 300 Newton. So net force equal to 200 Newton plus 100 Newton equal to 300 Newton. When this is true, means here the applying forces should be in the same direction. Now just you observe one more activity. Here two friends are pushing a load just in the opposite direction. Just think over it. What could be the possible? Okay. What happens when two forces are applied on an object in the opposite direction? So this type in our day-to-day life, every time we come across very often. Even if a person pushes the door from outside and you are pushing from inside, just in the opposite direction, like that, we come across many situations in our day-to-day life. Okay, here, what happens when two forces are applied on an object in the opposite direction? When two forces are applied on an object in the opposite direction, the net force is the difference of the magnitude of both the forces. Now the question arises, in which direction it will move? Just let us take this numerical to understand that concept. When two football players kick a ball in the opposite direction, just like this, okay, with the magnitude of forces of 75 Newton and 125 Newton, then find the resultant or net force. The net force equal to, since both are kicking the ball just in the opposite direction, then here nothing but the difference of these two. Hence 125 minus 75 results 50 Newton. Okay, now which direction the ball will move? In the same direction as the force with larger magnitude, that is 125. Out of 75 and 125, which is larger? 125 is larger. Hence now the ball will move in the direction of that what 125 Newton force. But keep in mind, it will not move with 125 Newton, only the direction. Okay, then with what force? We could say that as what? 50 Newton. Just you observe one more activity, a very familiar, famous, quite interesting one, a game of tug of war. Okay, even you might have been played. Now, in the game of tug of war, which team wins the game? A simple common sense question. In the game of tug of war, the team that pulls just like this, okay, pulls the rope harder wins the game. That means with the greater force, that team will win the game. In the game of tug of war, sometimes the rope simply does not move. Just think over it, children. When the rope will not move. If two forces act on opposite direction on an object, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. Okay, so here we know that if two forces act on opposite direction on an object, the net force acting on it is the difference. That we know it. Now therefore here the question is what? In the game of tug of war, sometimes the rope simply does not move. Why? Okay, here when both the teams are applying the force just in the opposite direction. Hence, if the two teams pull the rope with equal forces, the forces will be in opposite directions. Okay, that is known factor and will cancel each other and the rope will not move. Hence, children, when the rope does not move means main thing when both the teams pull the rope with equal forces. That means now the resultant force will be 0. Just let us take to to have a clear idea about that concept, one numerical problem. When two boys, not related to this picture children, this problem is entirely different. When two boys push a box in the opposite direction with the magnitude of forces 50 Newton each. Okay, here both imagine that everything need not to show through the pictures. You are good in imagination, just imagine that. Okay, what? When two boys push a box in the opposite direction with the magnitude of forces of 50 Newton each, then find the resultant or net force. Net force will be equal to 50 minus 50. Why? It is in the opposite direction. That's why it is minus. Will be equal to 0 n. When it is 0, the resultant force is 0 means the box will not move. Just you see this quite interesting one. Two elephants with equal forces, 200 Newton, 200 Newton. Both are moving with what? That means just in the opposite direction. Okay, hence here see that the resultant force will be what? 0. Okay, so far what we have discussed, just I put some important points. From the activities discussed, we can understand the following characteristics of force. Force has both magnitude and direction, because here the result depends not only the magnitude, mainly even that depends on what? Direction. If both the forces are on the same, then what? The resultant will be what? The addition. But if two forces are acting in the opposite direction, then what about the magnitude? If they are equal means equal and opposite means the resultant force will be 0. Thus, we can conclude that force has both magnitude and direction. More than one force can be applied on an object. Okay, children. For example, in pushing the box, before even we could push the box is addressed what? Due to gravitational force, due to frictional force, like that. There are many. In coming classes we will discuss that. But now we can get just a clue. What? More than one force can be applied on an object. Even 2 persons, 3 persons, like that. Forces applied in the same direction add up to each other. If forces are applied in the opposite direction, then the net force acting on the object is the difference between the forces and the object, tends to move in the direction of the greater force. Okay, if there is a difference and if it is not 0 means the object will move in which direction? In the direction of the greater force. If the magnitude or direction of the force changes, its effect also changes. This also in coming classes we will discuss on this point. Hence children, just today I have taken only one aspect, that is what? Exploring forces. Thank you all.